I have never been more excited, and at the same time, I have never been hit by the stronger sense of nostalgia. I've owned this game, and you know what the funny thing is? I remember this. This is like one of the first computer games I played at home. And not the first ever, because I played Number Muncher and all them, so those were definitely the first ones. But like, my uncle had a computer. My uncle from my stepfather's side had a computer. And I would go to his camper to play 3 games, one of which has been lost to time. I don't remember the name of that game. But it was old, 3D, and blockish. It's even skipping as bad as it did back then! You don't understand how much this hits. Oh, I've never been so happy. I still have this disc. All right. It's one of the few things I still have. I have this disc. I have my old Killer Cuts disc, which unfortunately broke during a move a long time ago. And I still have my Warcraft 3 disc, so fuck you and your Reforged, Blizzard. Welcome to the Journeyman Project Turbo. To the right is the main menu. Be patient. Journeyman Turbo is much faster than the original, but even so, there's still a few points where the game will pause to load data from the CD-ROM. Oh, do you remember the days when games would have to load data from the disc? No! Oh, Black and White, man. I played Black and White too. I had my computer read the disc, and after like 2 days, all I heard in there was zzz. The disc shattered my CD tray. It's just, oh god. You didn't think that could. Oh, save often using a different name each time. You never know when you're going to need to return the old save. I never knew that actually showed up here. Try a dark room and a pair of headphones. It's so good. It's so good. So yeah. So there were 3 games I played with him. One was Lost to Time. It was old and it looked like it was a puzzle game, an exploration puzzle game, but it looked almost like Vector Man graphics. Like it was all super old 3D rendering, right? There was that. There was this, the Journeyman Project Turbo, which I played to completion over there. And the final game, which I kind of don't want to admit, but whatever. I was I was young then. It was a Howie Mandel game when he was young. I don't remember the name of the game, but Howie Mandel was the narrator and announcer, and it starred a little yellow bear. And what it was is you were essentially playing hide and seek to find the bear, but it was a whole bunch of like kindergarten nursery rhymes and whatnot and clicking things. I don't remember what it was. If I find out what it is, or if I can find it, I'll play it for like 30 minutes just to be like, oh god, like I did with Neopets. Just as a lark, just being like, oh, this is what I did. Lucky Bears. It's been like 30 years. Oh boy. Now I remember bits and pieces of this. The reason I'm playing this now, because I finally bought the remake of this. This is already a remake of the original. It's an enhanced, but then they went and remade this completely, which I have on Steam. I'll probably end up playing that. But first, we need to experience the original. Look at this spaceship-looking ass spaceship. Look at it. Doesn't it look amazing? Don't you want to live there?
The year is 2318. The location, the sky-born metropolis known as Caldoria. The Earth is finally at peace after a long, bloody battle against a few tyrants who sought total world domination. 2117, the unified world was realized. Now, all that we have accomplished is being threatened by the power of time travel. Realizing its potential for destruction, the very same Democrats who initiated the building of the time machine immediately discontinued the project once they saw a working prototype. Temporal travel now being a reality, they brought the time machine to a secret location and formed an agency to protect the flow of history. The project, codename Journeyman.
Look at that Half-Life. I don't remember it skipping this badly, but at the same time, I'm having to finagle this. Let's just say. I just want to say thank you to the people who have restored this. Look at this amazing city. Look at it. It's amazing and futuristic, and it looks like the Jetsons. This is exactly how cities look in the future. In the far future of 2020. Don't you remember? Yeah, don't you remember we have one of these cities over there in like Seattle, where it's all fancy and Jetson-y like, and it's all on top of a fucking ship in the sky, above, like it's just below the stratosphere. Yeah, don't you remember? We have that ship up there with the city. Doesn't it look amazing? Man, I tell you, as a little kid, playing this and just seeing this, just like the thoughts like, you mean this is what we can have? By the way, this is the animation. This, I can tell you for sure, is the animation. It wasn't like smooth transition, like zooming out. No, it's cuts. It's little like cutaways like this. That animation's true to form. The audio, maybe not so much. I don't remember it skipping this badly, but the nostalgia glasses are about 3 meters thick right now, so again, it might have actually been this bad. But not as bad as this! Oh, fuck. I mistimed it. What was it? No! Why? And then Gundam was born. God, that alarm is worse.
Good morning. Once again, it's another beautiful day here in the peaceful, skyborn metropolis of Caldoria. And unless you've been trapped in some kind of time warp, you know that today marks the culmination of 10 years of debate, as all of Earth awaits the arrival of the alien delegate from the symbiotry of peaceful beings. Their goal? To welcome the entire human race into their interplanetary alliance of sentient beings. Our Megan Love is at the Capitol building right now with a live update. Megan, can you hear me?
I'm right here, thanks, Johnny. 10 years ago today, Earth was visited by a race of aliens who called themselves the Sorolans. They told us that they were here to invite us into an alliance, which they called the Symbiotry of Peaceful Beings. The purpose of this alliance, they said, is simply to share knowledge and culture with other alien races. They then left after saying they would give us exactly 10 years to deliberate their proposal. Today is the day of their return. All along the streets of Caldoria and here in the Capitol building, it's amazing, Johnny. There are thousands of people gathered, hoping to catch a glimpse of the Sorolan delegate as the procession heads this way. We've heard various rumors that a fleet of ships have already been detected on long-range radar and should soon be arriving. And and with each new rumor, the excitement here seems to grow tenfold. Back to you at the studio, Johnny.
Thank you, Megan Love. This morning's broadcast was brought to you by Future Cola, the choice of a peaceful generation. I'm Johnny Ego, and you're listening to the mellow sounds of WKIM Too Big.
I love this. You have to be at the security annex in 10 minutes. Why the hell would you wake up to give yourself only 10? So luckily, they did make it so that you can use the arrow keys to move around. I'm gonna need my key card. There we go, I have to pull it in there. My transport card. I do kind of remember what I need to do for things. Man, can you remember when we made those doors that just... Welcome, Doomface. Remember when we were able to make those doors that just disappeared, dematerialized? It's so... Man, I love technology. Alright, listen. I'm gonna sit here just so I can show you something. Out of all the things back then that was like, oh, this is the future, this is the future, I wanted this out of everything else. This in particular, I wanted to be real. We kind of have it with VR, but here's why. This is the mountain visual, which is just mountains, whatever. The seascape one's pretty nice. But this is what made me want it, though. Those two, whatever, who gives a shit. This. Just laying back on a chair, having the room disappear around you, and then you're just looking at space. You can just see all of space. Sure, there's not much to see, but it's great. I forgot that they actually have music things here. Okay, that's enough of that. I out of everything that I've ever seen in the future, I wanted that. Report to the temporal security annex, which I will. But first,
I'm on vacation. I won't be back for
2 weeks, 5 days, 6 hours.
Thank you.
they actually recorded different.
Come in. Psych. Gotcha. It's just a recording. Anyway, I checked out this morning, Caldori time about 6 o'clock. Went for a White Sands jog in Tahiti. Be back in a while.
I think there's like 5 different ones.
I'm not home right now. Susie, if this is you, meet me down by the Capitol building. I got an absolutely torg spot to watch the procession.
And I think this is your own. Yep. Yay! Even in the future, elevators take forever. Some things never change.
Roof access.
Now, they were light on NPCs here because old days and it takes a lot. Someone went to the roof.
4th floor.
I wonder what happened. So you can go to all of them, but I'm gonna go to the first floor. I will show you a few of the deaths. Not all of them, but I will show you a few of them. Maybe some will just happen because I don't remember how to do it and I'm a bad player. Report to the Temporal Security Annex. You really need to go there. Would you like to hear about the apartments? Well, too bad you're hearing about them. Never mind, I guess you're not. Man, those glowing green things. Yes! Okay, hang on. Interface biochip. Store. Agent 5. That's how you save.
Global Transporter, Caldoria Heights Apartments, Sector 3. Searching for open transport route now. Route accessed. Upon entering, transport card will be required. Thank you for using Global Transport.
Now, I still see it, but if you look, that little yellow thing is like the eye, the slit is another eye, and the thing is like the nose. I always thought that was a mouth when I was small, and I still can't unsee it to this day. Oh. Yeah, this would suck, right? In order to leave your apartment building, you have to get into a transporter. It's just like, fuck you.
Foreign organism detected in transport. Please hold for tracking and sterilization process. Foreign element eliminated.
Would you trust that? Would you trust the machine to shoot a laser to desterilize you? Just so you don't get a flight thing?
Please insert your global transport card now.
Which I have. You are late for work. Report immediately or risk termination. I think you're always...
Choose a destination.
I think you're always marked as late. I'm going to Flagstaff Beach. Let's go to Arizona.
Preparing destination transporter. Recording passengers organic substratum.
Yay! I don't need to go to work. Today's a special day.
Prepare for molecular disintegration.
That's fucking scary. It's like, hey, whatever happens when you get teleported? Oh, you're being completely destroyed and then
Completing molecular reintegration.
being reassembled.
Thank you for using global transport.
Uh-oh. A disruption in the space-time continuation has caused a cataclysmic reality distortion wave. You have been uncreated in its wake. Oh, no. So that's how the deaths happen. You will see a little, like, comic-like thing here. And that's how that works. Oh, no, I guess I didn't go to work. I guess I really should have.
Global transport.
Yeah, I probably should have saved while I was on the machine. Now we gotta do all this again.
3. Searching for open transport route now.
I guess I should go
Route
to work.
accessed. Upon entering, transport card will be required.
Never.
Thank you for using global
So the same thing
transport.
happens if you go to Tokyo or choose other. Same thing. Uh-oh. So DOSBox is a little, rough. But you know what? I appreciate it. I appreciate it, and I appreciate these guys for having restored it. Oh. I seem giddy as hell, don't I?
Foreign organism detected
It's-
in transport. Please
Nostalgia
hold
does
for
a lot,
tracking and
okay?
sterilization process.
The loading times for this game suck, to
Foreign
be
element
completely honest.
eliminated.
And the audio, like, juddering is annoying. But, boy, does the
Please
nostalgia
insert
push
your
you
global
far.
transport card now.
You are late for work. We're gonna kill you otherwise. No, that's not what happened. That's not why you
Choose
died,
a
but
destination.
you're gonna die if you don't go to work anyway. Time to go to the Temporal Security Annex.
Preparing destination transporter. Recording passengers organic substratum. Prepare for molecular disintegration.
You wanna know what's weird? Teleportation. This teleportation is scary. Time travel isn't as scary. That's what this game taught me.
Completing molecular reintegration. Thank you for using global transport.
I actually really hate time travel stories, but I'm okay with dealing with the After Effects and trying to fix it. I'm not a fan of doing the time travel for shit. Like, Avengers pushed it to the edge. Enter the TSA. Oh. Alright! Actually, I might have the thing. I'm gonna store this. And bear with me a second, I'm gonna go get the book. I still have it. It's actually still in pretty good condition too. This entire CD case is in pretty good condition. I got this at Goodwill, that's what happened. I bought this one at Goodwill for $4. In 2003. Fuck, man. Select your destination, secure loose objects, and prepare yourself for the most intense interactive ride of your life. Now more than 300% faster than the original. So this is already running faster than the original did. Over 400 megabytes of incredible 3D images, animation, video, music, and games will transport you to a chilling, realistic future world where technology reigns supreme, and history as fragile as a memory. Photorealistic 3D worlds in which the players can fully explore. Well, they're kind of right. Branching storyline as sophisticated as any feature film. Blah, 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 blah. Over 30 minutes of digital video shot with professional actors. This game was in 1993. My god. You needed a Windows-compatible SVGA, 640 by 480. You need 4 megabytes of RAM, 8 megabytes of virtual memory, Windows-compatible soundboard, Windows 3.1 or better, and you needed a 386DX33 or better. I think we have that. Anyway, page 7. Oh, hey! I can actually see the art cover. Jack Davis, Gino Andrews, Jose Albanil, Michael Kripalanani, Eric Cook, Greg Euler, Dave Flanagan, and Farshid Almazadeh. I said again, I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. Page 7! TSA codes! Oh god, you actually need 3 different TSA codes. Man, you remember the day when they did that in order for you to help protect it? Leisure Suit Larry had something similar. This has it. Star Trek, the anniversary. So I played that, but we lost the book, the star chart. So I had to learn where the areas were by guessing and dedicating that to memory. Yes, replace the existing file. Okay. 6. Ah, no. 6, 8, 9, 4, 8, 9, 5. You have been granted access. Yes!
Verification of cranial contour scan. Verification of central cortex scan.
How fucked is that? Instead of biometrics, just like your fingers or whatnot, to get inside of a door, they scan your brain.
Scanning for biotech implant.
I remember some people wanted to try to do this. They wanted to put the chips in kids' necks.
ID scan confirmed. Welcome, Agent 5. Your 4th late arrival has been verified and logged.
This guy is not prompt for work.
Please report at once to the command center.
Now, If they do half the point system, that's half a point. So he's got 2 points in his record. It's not enough to get a talking to yet, but 2 more, and then he's gonna get a talking to. Then you get it right up on your 4th. Oh, this music, man. Hi, Half-Life! Was Half-Life after this? I think Half-Life was after this. That's the Half-Life machine right there. You turn it on, you go to a parallel dimension. The ready room, the command center. And then... death room. I think they said they wanted me to go to the command center, right? I'm guessing. And I'm ignoring the score. I know you can get a higher score, but fuck that shit. It's just not happening.
Mandatory review session scheduled. Activate upper left monitor.
I don't wanna. Please enter temporal security annex monitor code number 42. You wanna know what's funny? It literally just says here, background theory procedure monitor access code. 0524133. Yay. I don't remember what you said. Was this one? Background?
The Particle Accelerating Space-Time Transporter version 1, otherwise known as Pegasus, was the brainchild of part-time historian, full-time physicist Elliot Sinclair. In 2311, after seeing Sinclair's time-bending experiments, the government contracted him to build a full-scale operational time machine. The purpose of this device was to explore our past, as well as to discover the truth behind many disputed historical events. Just 4 years after the project was begun, the world's first time machine underwent its first test run. However, due to mounting concerns by individuals who believed that the machine would be used not only to explore history, but also to alter it, the test run would be the first and last time that the machine would be used for research purposes. The project was discontinued, and Sinclair was forbidden to ever work on time distortion projects again. Time travel now being a reality, the government secretly set up the Temporal Security Annex as a means to safeguard history from sabotage. You, the members of the Temporal Protectorate, are among the very few who know of its existence. The simplest analogy for the theory of time travel is that of a tunnel in time. When someone travels through time, a tunnel is created which originates when travel is begun and ends when the traveler lands. If some event in the past is altered, theory states a rip occurs in the fabric of time, which gives rise to a temporal chain reaction. This chain reaction takes the form of a reality distortion wave and could take anywhere from a few seconds to several hours to reach the present. Of those who aren't uncreated when the distortion wave hits, many will suddenly have a new life, and the past as we know it will cease to exist. Traveling back in time before the distortion wave hits, though, allows an agent to jump over the distortion wave and escape its effects. So as a member of the Temporal Protectorate, you alone will have the ability to jump back in time and prevent the corruption from ever happening. And to ensure that it doesn't happen again, you'll have to discover the source of this disruption and bring it to a halt. In the event that it becomes necessary to restore the proper course of history, the procedure is as follows. As quickly as possible, get to the ready room and use the bio-support suit generator. The bio-support suit is an indispensable element of the time travel process and is essential for your protection. Next, get your assigned mapping and Pegasus biochips and the Journeyman key from the cabinet next to the biosuit generator. The Pegasus biochip is your link to Pegasus. It is what allows you to be pulled back to the present at the touch of a button. After you're outfitted for travel, but before the reality distortion wave reaches the present, you must jump to the year 200 million BC. Upon arriving there, use the Journeyman key to open the storage vault and obtain the Journeyman historical log. Since it exists at a point in time previous to any likely temporal changes, this disk serves as a source of unaltered historical information. To discover how history has been changed, head back to the Temporal Security Annex and insert the Journeyman disk into the computer. It will be cross-referenced with the historical log, which was left behind to be altered by the reality distortion wave. Knowing how, when, and where the past was changed should give you the information you need to restore the proper flow of history. A word of caution, though. Time is very sensitive to change. In order to keep from altering history worse than it already has been, try to solve the problems you encounter without changing anything. As a rule, a temporal protectorate agent should never interfere with any events of the past. Never leave anything behind that came from a different time. Never remove any historically important objects from a time.
Warning, warning, warning. Temporal wick detected. Alert status alpha. Temporal distortion imminent. Agent 5, proceed to ready room.
Hey! Hey, guess what? I just realized I had my mic muted for that entire last bit. Isn't that nice? So, you get to just hear it. The time travel thing was the best part. It really was, but I'm wondering how many of you are just like, this is lame. Probably quite a few of you. It makes me sad that there isn't a dinosaur death on this. It really does. But hey, falling off a cliff also works. And just before I was going to cut it off and then I realized my mic was muted, it's like, oh, this game is almost 30 years old because this was made in 1993. I don't want to think about that anymore, so I'm going to call it quits. We'll get back to this later, alright? Y'all have a good one. Bye.